guys, we are set. This is a big week. The Coyotes get to have and host Melissa here at home. We are excited to bring you game day interviews today. These are sponsored by Bruce Norwood, Texas Commercial and Land. I'm joined by Austin Crowley. Welcome, Austin Crowley. Glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
Man, it's a big day. Tell me a little bit about what you're thinking headed into this game against Melissa.
Thinking about last year and how we lost to a random call.
Yeah.
I'd say not that good of a call. But I know they're not going, they're boasting. They're not what they think they are.
Okay, so look, as you get ready to go in tonight, where's your head? What are the things that you're thinking about in terms of keys to success?
Just like their gap schemes, counter power, getting ready to fit the gaps, and ready to just work with my linebackers, fit all the gaps right.
So last year, we had a conversation with you. You were kind of coming back from injury, and you told us, you're like, man, I'm just so ready to get out there and hit somebody. I want to hit somebody so hard their helmet comes off. And sure enough, that first game back, you get in there and you hit somebody so hard their helmet comes off. What's your mindset in terms of physicality, right? The violence level of this kind of a game. What does this kind of a game bring out when it comes to that level of competition?
I want the same physicality as last year, hitting someone, helmet knocks off. Might not be this game, but one game it will. And I'm thinking the same thing as Lovejoy, just play my game, hit him as hard as I can.
Yeah, that sounds like kind of the thing they talk a lot about around here, right? Do your job, right? And do your job to the very best. The standard is your job the very best you can.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for you, excited for tonight. Glad and thankful that you join us here for a little bit. Guys, Austin Crowley, number 31, right? And going to be out there against Melissa here at home tonight. All right, guys, we are here live, game day, ready to go. We've got Bryson Bardroff right here with us, defensive player for the Coyotes. Excited to have him joining us today. We face Melissa tonight. This is a big game. Just right off the top, tell us a little bit about what's going on in your head as you get ready to go into tonight's game.
The biggest thing in my head right now is just I got to focus in on, like every week we got to cut down on the blocks. Just focus on my keys, stuff like that.
So you've taken some significant steps over this last year. You've made a big improvement in your game. Talk about some of the things that have changed for you over the course of this last year.
Well, I've kind of done more been in the trenches a lot more, done some D-line work rather than linebacker. Over the off season, I gained about 30 pounds. Till right now, I went from 180 to 210.
That is a significant jump.
Yeah, it was a lot of eating.
How does it feel different from being 180, 185 to jumping to 210? That area when you're out there hitting guys.
Feels a little easier.
Yeah.
Feels like I can move a bit more mass. Obviously, it didn't all go to my stomach, so the muscle definitely helps when I'm trying to.
Do you see that? See, you kind of look down at my stomach right there when you said that.
No.
I know you're messing. It's all good.
It just makes it easier when I'm trying to, lock out my arms, tackle people, stuff like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think what we've seen, at least, from our side, looking at it as fans, is you are bringing a lot more punch. Mm. When you hit somebody, it is a different experience this year. Tell me what it feels like to get out there and just to hit like that. We talk about being violent, right, around here a lot.
Yes.
Right? Tell me what's going on in your head when you get the opportunity to go out there and do what you've been, trained to do.
Well, obviously, Coach Severe's biggest thing is solve. Actually, it's Coach Parr took it up too, but I think it started with Coach Severe. It's solve problems with violence. So if you can't, you can't get to the play, just cause chaos, solve it with violence. If you make a mistake, make it full speed, make it violent.
Yeah.
So that's their biggest thing.
Well, Bryson, we have seen that, man. You have taken huge steps this year. It's been a lot of fun to watch. We're excited to watch you guys tonight. Obviously, this is going to be a big game. So everybody come out, support Bryson, the rest of his teammates. Be here, be loud, be proud. All right, guys, it is game day against Melissa. We are here joined, of course, by Coach Seth Parr. We want to give a quick shout out to Bruce Norwood, Texas Commercial and Land, for all that they've done for us and sponsoring these game day interviews. So, Coach, this is a big day. I think around here, any Melissa game is always kind of a big game, especially the fans. Tell us a little bit about what you're thinking heading into tonight.
Just got to come out and ignore the noise, a lot of it, you're going to have an emotional day and you're going to have an emotional atmosphere. You can't get caught up in it. You got to stay, what we always said, 68 and breezy. That's a perfect temperature of the house, and that's kind of what we're focusing on.
A lot of talk, I think, goes with any game, right? Whether it's between fan bases, players, whatever, what have you. What do you do as a coach to kind of quiet the noise and help these guys prepare for what's in front of them?
Yeah, I think we did. I won't say but me personally, we did a good job Monday through Wednesday. Thursday, just, the unfortunate stuff that goes around with rumors and stuff like that, you tend to have to deal with. I think Melissa put something out, and, you got to take that stuff seriously, so you got to do your due diligence. So, I think up until Thursday, we were really, really good and got to focus on what's the most important thing on tonight, as far as the outcome is the football game. Now you got to do everything else as around the game and the atmosphere and stuff like that to make sure it's a safe place too. So.
Well, Coach, we're really looking forward to this. I know that in terms of the district, this is our second district matchup. Talk to our fans a little bit about how important every district game really is.
It's just all for seeding for the playoffs. You give yourself best possible seed, but really it's about getting in the playoffs. To be honest with you, the first seed's not that great. The best seed is probably the third seed. So be lying to you, and I don't want to lie to a pastor or both pastors to say that the first seed's better. But you're always trying to win the district championship. That's the biggest thing, and we're trying to win a trophy, and this is a big step towards that.
Well, Coach, going into tonight, I know that one of the things that we talk about, especially at home, because we get to have this game here in Coyote Stadium, which means we get to have some fun. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about some of the things our fans should be doing as we get ready to go into this game.
Well, if I had to critique, which our atmosphere is great, but on third down and fourth down, we got to all rise up. I got some older people that are not getting up, and I talked to my dad. He's getting up there and got his AARP card, and still we gotta get up and rise. Just like church, when you had to get that. I kind of complain sometimes on how long we stand, and when it rolls through those songs, like 2 or 3 of them in a row, I'm more of a stand up, sit down. But, if you get on a roll, you got to get up. So it's just what you got to do. So that's why we're being actively engaged. Every time y'all tell me to get up in church, I know I'm being introduced to being actively engaged. So.
Well, we have a tendency, I think it's a scientific fact, Coach, we're louder when we're standing. We get more air into our lungs, right?
I'm going to go with that. That sounds good.
Well, good. Sounds good. So you heard it here, Coach. Coach wants us standing, especially on those critical third downs, fourth downs, being loud, being super proud. Any word about noisemakers? Should we be concerned?
No, noisemakers are allowed. Everything's allowed, just when we're playing on defense, so kind of, we got some little kids that like to blow them throughout the game, but to be that's okay. We can deal with it. So it's just louder on defense.
So, Coach, last question. Really, these games with Melissa have really kind of gone back a long time. Right, the Highway 5 corridor used to have a set of rivalries that go with it, and I don't think there's no shock to anybody that this is a rival for us. Mm-hmm. Melissa's a rival. What is it? What is kind of in your head, at least as it relates to rival games, and how you approach a rival game?
You try to approach it with, I'm rivals with everybody, so I don't like any of the teams we're playing. So this one's just another one. So you try to do that, and that's competition. That's my mindset is, I'm not buddies. I don't get along with the NBA. We're going on vacations together. It's Anna. I represent Anna, and then anybody that tries to beat us at that game day, I'm not saying that they're not good people, but I don't want to hear from them, and I'm not focusing on relationships at that time. I'm focusing on winning. And in our relationships in our town. So I don't know how long the rivalry is, because I think it's 13 games. So it's not that long a rivalry. I think they went to middle school at one time to Melissa, and then they broke off to Anna, and Anna to McKinney, and then Melissa became a high school, and now it's blossomed to what they've become. But I do know that it means a lot to Anna people, and what I try to do is make sure I represent Anna the best I can. So just want to know all our fans and everything else that I've been working, these kids have been working, and we're not going to say that it's not a rivalry. We know how important it is to our fans and our people in Nana, and we take it seriously.
Well, Coach, nobody better, in my opinion. Excited to see, kind of all the things that you've put together this week and how you've helped these kids set them up for the opportunity for success. Yeah. We know that's kind of the heart and the soul behind that. I said that was the last question, but I kind of want to throw one more thing in there at you. Bryson Bardroff talked a little bit just about in his interview today. He said something about, when you're not sure what to do, solve it, and solve it violently, solve it with action, right? Talk about that mentality of our team when it comes to that grit, that extra gear when it comes to being the most tough team.
Well, we're men. We're learning how to do things. We destroy a lot of things. I'm pretty rough on the house, rough on the things that my wife buys. She always tells me, you solve things with violence on the football field, and that's that's through hitting, that's through the whistle, and so basically run through the wall. If we're running through you. We're not running around you, and that's how we practice. Sometimes it gets us hurt, and sometimes we mend our fences. But you can't play this game being passive, and we're not. We want to be a physical football team.
Well, Coach, I know that on behalf of all the fans, we're looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing that product on the field. We've gotten to see a little bit of that over the last few weeks, and I think tonight there'll be no shortage of that. Thank you for joining us a little bit today. I know you got a lot to prepare for, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the field tonight.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, guys, this is our last interview here, and we're excited, especially thankful for Bruce Norwood, Texas Commercial and Land. I am joined by Michael Kennedy. Michael Kennedy, let's just start with this. How fun was it to finally get on the field, right? Stretch those legs, get some playing time. You've been working your way back. Talk a little bit about last week's game and kind of how it felt to be on the field.
Man, I was waiting for that moment, get back playing, get back healthy, and just be out there having fun. And guess who had the top speed?
Oh, who was it? What were you at? What'd they get you at?
21.3 miles an hour.
21.3. All right, that's pretty fast. That's pretty fast.
First game back. Yeah, going for 22 today.
22 today. All right, very cool, very cool. So look, let's talk about tonight. Right, tonight's Melissa. Right, a rival week for us, I think, in all aspects of the game. What is your kind of headspace? What are you thinking? How are you kind of framing this game so that you can bring your very best tonight?
No, they're not a bad football team. You still got to come out, play hard, and just execute the game plan. And when the ball touches my hands, go make plays.
There you go. I think that's a mantra around here, right? Do your job and do it to the standard. Do it
yes,
well,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So I've had a couple conversations already today with people from your teammates. Bardroff started it off, talking about this idea of playing a specifically like a violent brand of football, because that's how football's played. Talk a little bit about that, especially from you're on a different side of the ball. Like things are different, but how do you embody that idea?
Man, I just, you just got to be physical, make plays, and do your best. It may get people hurt, as you can tell, but hey, we do our job, and that's all we need.
Well, and you bounce back. Even though you might get hurt, you're back, you're in the game, and now we're looking at this rival game tonight. Yeah, I'll never ask you, what do you think you're going to accomplish tonight? But in your mind, what is job number one tonight?
Every time the ball touches my hand, go make a play. That's all.
All right, go make a play.
Yes,
One
sir.
of the things that I love about this wide receiver core, though, is even though you have an opportunity to make a play, you guys are also pretty selfless. You have an ability to play for each other. What does that look like as a wide receiver? What's a wide receiver do when they're playing for each other as opposed to just for themselves?
Man, in my opinion, we have the best wide receiver core in the district. I mean, everybody can go make a play, and whenever somebody doesn't touch the ball, they go block and help everybody else make plays.
Well, that's one of the things I think that we've noticed a lot this season. There's a strong sense of unity. Tell me about the brotherhood of this team and how you feel that is going into tonight.
Man, we all love each other, and we just, help each other out when we need it. And if somebody's not making a play, another one is.
All right, well, you heard it right here from Michael Kennedy, out to make plays tonight.
Yes,
do
sir.
your best to do your best every single down, man. Michael, we're excited to watch you. Look forward to the on-field product. And look, it's a big night. Tell them how loud you want them to be in the stands tonight.
Oh, man, we need them horns going. Loud.
Loud. All right. Well, you heard it. There's the challenge, guys. Hope to see y'all out tonight at Coyote Stadium. We're hosting Melissa for a big rivalry game. We've got Coyote Walk, the tailgate, all that stuff's going on tonight. So don't hesitate to come out early, be a part of the festivities, and let's cheer on our Coyotes.